Hey, you over there. Listen up. It's Monday. It's don't look now, but it's A.K.A. No, wait. Fuck!
You blew it, you freaking idiot.
It's morning.
I told you it's morning. I've been telling you all goddamn week. You're gonna say it's Monday, it's morning. I'm gonna come in with this.
No, I swear, boss. Give me one more shot. Give me one more try.
I gave you one last try, one try, Malone.
Please, I'll get you the money. I got a wife and kids.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Boy.
Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre, you crazy cats and dogs. And this one's for the fellas and the ladies.
Ooh, we on our dumb shit.
We on our dumb shit tonight, fellas and ladies and anything in between. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre.
All creatures of the night.
All you creatures of the night, dearies. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Monday Morning Macabre, the show where we have the strongest intros in the podcasting game. We actually won a potty award.
Ooh.
For the potties. Potties nominated us for best podcast intros, and I think there's a good reason for it.
Because we got hottie potties with the naughty bodies.
We got hot body naughties, potty mouths.
Sipping on our hot toddies.
In really hot cars.
Did Phil just say he got left in a hot car?
No, he said he's got real hot cars. He loves to talk about his hot cars.
I forgot. Yes, the hottest cars.
The hottest cars from Phil's Hot Car Emporium.
Ooh, get me 2 tickets now.
2 tickets to paradise.
One for the day, one for tomorrow.
So, as you guys know, this is a horror podcast.
Little River Bend.
And I just wanted to say, this is actually technically the Christmas episode, isn't it? Fuck.
Is it? Oh,
yeah,
no.
Totally
We blew it.
Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Jingle Bell. We'll do a Christmas album for you guys.
Ooh,
that'd be a good Patreon. Me and Scullen's Christmas album.
Crimbo Crampin'.
Crimbo Crampin' with the Young Bucks is our the Village People cover band.
Oh, I like it.
So, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Merry, Happy Hanukkah for a month
Mary
ago.
Berry.
Happy Merry Berries.
The merriest berries.
I hope you guys have a good new year, which I suppose we'll have another. Yeah, we will. We'll have a New Year's episode.
So is that going to be the Christmas episode next week's? Because isn't it like next weekend is Christmas?
That's technically true. So we could just argue that the Mondays. Yeah, we'll do that. That way, it's not
that's
like
the day it's observed, right?
Oh, it's gonna be observed, Papa.
2 eyeballs.
Oh, I'm observing it. That's the creep. That's just the creep.
I like that character.
That guy can't be. He can't
it's clean.
Say that's the only words he says. So he's a creep.
It's like dropping the.
I'm
Facebook.
observing it.
I can't think of a situation where that's not creepy. So there you go. Like, no matter. Hey, do you observe like Hanukkah?
Hey, you seeing this?
Oh, I'm observing it. All right.
Like, doesn't work.
It always sounds like he's just getting just enough pleasure out of it to be scary.
Yeah, it's like just right, exactly.
Oh, Hanukkah? Yeah.
All 8 days.
8 days are being observed by me.
That oil's gonna burn all week, baby.
Oh, man.
What genre is this show? I don't remember.
I don't remember. We're just goofing and gaffing and talking about sad things.
Goofing, gaffing, talking about.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Macabre, the show where me and Scott's talk about creepy, spooky stuff, and we observe it. And Phil.
And me.
And Phil.
And me.
Shout out to the Patreon members. If you guys aren't part of the Patreon club and you want to hear content that's too hot for the podcast, check it out.
It's true. The SEC called us.
Yeah, they said, hey, that observing guy was bad, but the Patreon stuff is way
Get that
worse.
shit behind a paywall, brother.
Hey, I get what you're doing, and it's a free market economy, but can you just put that guy behind the paywall?
Just sweep him behind the paywall.
So, reason I bring up Patreon, not for just shilling our own paid access, but also because today's episode is a request from a Patreon baddie.
Oh, we ain't just shilling and grilling, baby. We're
not shilling and grilling. We're shilling, grilling, and being
villains.
Villains? Dragon Ball Z Krillins?
Oh, good one.
Oh yeah.
Penicillin?
Penicillin. And we're penicillin. We're chilling, grilling, and penicillin here at Monday Morning Macabre. And this week we are talking about the Barcelona vampire, brought to us by Patreon listener NRG.
Just NRG?
NRG 1297. There's some numbers. I want to say 1297. I could be wrong. It might be 1927. Who knows?
That's such a old school style username. I love it.
Like, yeah, exactly.
It's either that or it has to be like soccer girl, like 833.
Yeah. Dancing chick 64.
Volleyball star.
And then if you're a guy and you were like trying to be a cool guy, you just be like Pats fan 22 or like
Family Guy
generic.
fan 18.
Yeah, all right. You couldn't have a fun one. Or observing guy.
Oh no.
So this week
he didn't
guess
even
what
need
the
a number.
numbers
He got
are.
the first one.
Oy.
Oh, I thought he beat everyone to the punch of observing guy.
Maybe. He might have. He's observing. So yeah, we're talking about the vampire of Barcelona, A.K.A. Enriqueta Marti.
Ooh, this is like the third or fourth vampire we've talked about?
Yeah, we're talking vampies. So band, hit them bones, rattle those ding-dongs.
Rattle the ding-dongs.
Rattle your ding-dongs, rattle your ding-dongs. I'm a rocket and go. And we're back.
This is like has potential to be the musical episode.
It might be. So, Scones, let me tell you a little bit.
Oh, tell me a little bit, though. If you go on too long, I'm going to tune out.
About.
You still got me.
All right. I'll keep going. About the serial killer, Enriqueta Marti. This is from hellhorror.com.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of a dope name for a website. Let me bookmark
that right now.
But ironically, for having such like a metal name, they censor a lot of anything that even pertains to like violence is censored.
Ooh.
Even including like the words blood is like BL****D.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Wow.
From hellhorror.com.
What are they looking out for? What kind of censor bot are they scared of?
I mean, I maybe they're just trying to be, trigger conscious.
To
trigger warnings.
To the word blood?
I guess. Well, hey, let's be trigger conscious, guys. Just in case people. I don't know. I don't decide what people can and cannot take.
Well, if people do not like that, do not go to Red Cross.
Red Cross. If you're part of the Red Cross.
Yeah.
This is their stadium anthem.
Dude, they call me every day.
Dude, shut up. I thought it was just me.
Dude, they literally text me all the time. They're like, "You up?" And I'm like, "Leave the Red Cross on red, dude."
They're like, send Bobs.
Put the red in Red Cross.
Anyway, serial killer Enriqueta Marti was born in 1868. And again, as you can probably tell, I am going to butcher some names and places. So,
it was a long-ass time ago.
In Saint Feliu de Llobregat. Enriqueta moved to Barcelona when she was a young woman and held jobs as a maid servant / nanny, but quickly turned to prostitution.
You said that like a health teacher.
And quickly
she smoked a doobie and quickly went to prostitution.
Turned to dead. And was found later in a meat grinder. Don't smoke.
She was so high she thought nothing could kill her.
Scones, if this
Sup,
podcast doesn't
sucker?
go great, I'm going to quickly turn
To
to
prostitution.
She married a painter, Juan Pujalo,
Ooh.
in 1895.
Wow, what a like a Parisian romantic couple, the
Yeah, right.
prostitute and the painter.
The prostitute and the painter, A.K.A. me and Scones, his nicknames.
We're not gonna tell you who is
Let
who.
the fans decide. So in 1895,
Please, if you're listening to this, write in who you think is who.
Please write in who's who.
I'm so curious as to who people think is the prostitute and who's the painter.
yeah, I'd like to get to the bottom of this one too. So in 1895, the marriage unfortunately did not last.
Oh no!
Because he said she had several affairs with other men, and he did not like her character.
Probably for
and
money.
I was gonna say she is a prostitute, my dude. You got.
I like to
don't
think
you
like a
understood.
year in, she was like, "Wait, you don't know what I do for a
He's
living?"
like, wait, prostitute.
That's what prostitution means.
That's what that does. Where was I? Oh yeah. So marriage falls apart. Juan and Enriqueta broke up and got back together about 6 times, but did not have any children. Enriqueta
6
and
times.
Juan, 6 times, my dear boy.
Gee.
Were separated for 5 years during her 1912 detention. Enriqueta would use children that are not hers to help her beg in the impoverished parts of town during the day at convents. houses
Nacho
of charity.
children.
Yeah, it's my favorite kind of cheese.
Children that aren't yours. Nacho children.
Nacho children. So she would go to converts, houses of charity, and parishes with a bunch of poor, like, street children and be like, please, which is not cool.
You got kids? Can I borrow
And then
them?
continuing the trend of not being cool, she would either murder the children or prostitute them afterwards. So
Oh, that's double not cool.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
not
she's on the-
cool.
she's in the not cool camp.
It seems like she went from, in my mind, like insane
Being,
super
like, not
quickly
so-
in this story.
Yeah.
Complete sociopath, very quick.
So Enriqueta did not beg herself because she had the children doing that for her, and the children were the main source of her income as she works as a procurer and prostitute.
It's like a scarier, darker version of Oliver Twist.
Yeah. Enriqueta visited places where wealthy Barcelona people are at night so that she can work as a, just like, okay, this writer.
Wealthy, those Barcelona people.
Yeah, those wealthy Barcelona people. It's like your uncle at Thanksgiving. So she can work as a procurer of children. So she basically brought these poor children to like wealthy elites who, bad things happen. She and a young man were arrested in 1909 in her flat on Barcelona's Minerva Street after being accused of running a brothel where young children were being offered for sexual acts. Not great. The young man was from a wealthy family. She was not tried for her crime because of her ties with her wealthy Barcelona contacts.
Wow.
So we're on
She's
that.
the original Jeffy Eppy, dude.
I was gonna say she was on that Epstein before that Epstein.
Yuck.
Yeah, not a good look. So Enriqueta began practicing being a witch doctor while prostituting children and used the remains of the children to make her remedies.
That's like the 8 of the red flag emojis. This lady's fucked.
For all you Gen Zs out there, imagine the red alarm emoji plus like the ooh face. Are we getting through to the youth? To you kids with the memes on the TikTok, that's
Slinging Dinger's research marketing is thumbs upping through the window right now.
they're like, keep going. You guys on Musical.ly? So Enriqueta used Enriqueta used the children's body fat, blood, hair, and bones to be made into a powder.
Oh, she went full witch doctor.
Yeah, she went, hey, Mr. Witch Doctor. She went that full ting tang walla walla bing bing on him.
Ooh, it feels later than it is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is that too hot for for podcasts?
It
I
was
don't know.
1886, but maybe too hot.
It was 1886. It's definitely not the most respectful thing ever said.
But it's not too soon.
Whew. Okay.
Although, who are we to judge that, I guess?
I'm sorry. I'll apologize now. I'm sorry. I hope that's not. I don't know. Okay.
I just love that you associate the word witch doctor with Ting Tang Wada Wada Bing Bang.
That's the song.
I
They
know.
Go, hey, Miss. Okay.
I know, that's just...
I'm not like, that would be doubly bad if I was like, yeah, you know,
there was
voodoo.
no...
That would be way worse.
If you were so out of touch that there wasn't a bridge.
Oh, man. The research team are still giving us thumbs up, so I think we're good.
Horrible people.
All right. So she did not have a problem with authorities finding her victims or disposing of their bodies because most of it was being used, which is she's kind of on that Demon Barber of Fleet Street tip.
Yeah.
Enriqueta made a lot of money from wealthy people as she sold remedies, salves, filters, ointments, poultices, potions for various diseases that did not have a cure at the time with traditional medicine.
This also sounds like the spiritualism fads in the US at the time.
Yeah.
Where rich people were buying up any kind of voodoo or spiritualism or shit.
So she she was claiming that she could cure tuberculosis and stuff. So she's a big fat liar.
Can you prove that?
No.
But
what's the actor's name for big fat liar?
Ivermectin. Oh, Frankie Muniz or
No. The guy who's voices up here. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Oscar award-winning.
I'm always mad.
What's his name?
Oscar-winning
actor
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, baby.
There we go. Anyway, Enriqueta was arrested at a flat in El Raval. After several more evidence. That's not a. After more evidence was found in her previous residence in Barcelona, forensics experts discovered there were 12 children from the evidence found. Police are not sure if Enriqueta was Spain's deadliest. What? No.
Oh.
Evidence found from the remains of 12 children, essentially. Police are not sure if Enriqueta was Spain's deadliest serial killer because it is hard to say how many children she killed when there is not much evidence.
Dude, it's fucked up that most deadly ever 12 sounds low compared to some of the other people we've talked about who are trippy digis or I feel like someone had 70 something recently.
Yeah, there was a lot. There's some people who had way too many. The one recently was a season 3, right? Wasn't that the guy who wasn't that the Brazilian Dexter?
Yes. He claimed he had over 70 something.
Yeah, and he's just walking around because they're 15 years, you're good.
So 12 sounds low for a country's all time, but I guess maybe they plenty unsolved.
I don't know.
That could be higher.
Yeah. So Enriqueta kidnapped her last victim, Teresita Guitart Congost, on February 10th, 1912. Police in the city looked for about 2 weeks for Teresita, with no clue until Enriqueta's neighbor, Claudia Elias, told her mattress maker that Teresita is with Enrique. Oh my God.
This is wild.
Yeah. So basically a mattress maker was yo, homies, that little girl's with the killer vampire lady.
That's an insane job back then that I never realized, factories didn't exist. Someone had to just make mattresses.
Turns out that Mr. Purple was back in...
Johnny Purple.
Johnny Purple making mattresses. Claudia became suspicious of Enriqueta after she quickly closed her window when Claudia asked if the little girl was hers. Basically, there was a little girl looking out the window, and Claudia was like, I've never seen a little girl in that house before. And then Enriqueta was being all sketchy. So Claudia saw Teresita looking out of the basement window on February 17th.
Another big red flag. When someone does not have kids, has kids in their house.
Yes, big red flag. The mattress maker told the municipal agent Jose Asens about Claudia Elias's suspicions, and Jose told another officer. So
good communication.
3 officers went to Enriqueta's flat on February 27th to look for Teresita, but told Enriqueta that there was a complaint about chickens in the apartment, which is a hilarious alibi.
Hello, 911?
hey, there's 3 cops outside. They said there's chickens in the apartment.
They are armed to the teeth.
The policeman found 2 girls, Teresita and Angelita, in Enriqueta's flat. Teresita mentioned that Enriqueta promised her candies and then covered her with a black rag and forcibly took her to the flat. Enriqueta cut Teresita's hair and told her that her name is now Felicidad because she does not have parents anymore, which is bonkers.
Imagine, these kids, even though they got rescued, imagine how fucked up they were.
So fucked up.
Especially back then when therapy wasn't a thing.
Yeah, not good.
It's just they have the melancholy.
They got a case of the sados.
Give them morphine. Morphine up to their eyeballs.
She gave Teresita stale bread and potatoes to eat.
Sados?
Yeah, I did. It took you a good 20 seconds for it to... She gave Teresita stale bread and potatoes to eat, demanding Teresita call her stepmother and would pinch her instead of beating her. What a nice lady. Teresita
really
said she was not allowed...
high road.
Yeah, right? Teresita said she was not allowed to go to the balconies, several rooms, and the windows. Teresita went on telling police that she and Angelita explored the flat one day when Enriqueta was not home and found many girls' clothing in a sack that was covered in blood. Super scary.
The scariest.
Angelita mentioned that there was a 5-year-old boy named Pepito before Teresita arrived at the flat that Enriqueta killed on the kitchen table. Ugh.
Oh, lordy.
Not good. But Enriqueta does not know that Angelita saw her saw her red-handed in the act.
Oh my God! I take that what I said about these girls getting being fucked up in the head and times a million.
Times a million. Yeah.
Angelita
does not remember her real surname, which makes it harder to identify her. But she said that Enriqueta mentioned that her father's name
sad.
was. Yeah. Well, here's the crazy part. Enriqueta mentioned that her father's name is Juan Pujalo, which is the name of the painter from before, her ex-husband.
Holy shit.
Enriqueta claims that Angelita is her and Juan's daughter, but Juan testified that he has not been intimate with Enriqueta for several years and did not have any children with her.
I don't fucking believe this guy.
She then claimed that she took Angelita from her sister-in-law when Angelita was a newborn, and her sister-in-law does not know because she told her sister-in-law that the baby was stillborn. Enriqueta was arrested and served time in the Reina Amalia prison. Detectives went back to the flat and discovered the sack filled with bloody clothes and a knife with blood on it. The investigators also found another bag containing about 30 bones, which gave evidence that they were exposed to fire along with dirty clothes. Or there was dirty clothes along with the remains.
Are we gonna be like? Are you gonna be like? She was guilty of 400 years in prison, but they could only sentence her in that country to
Well, they
20...
found 30 bones. It's that could just be. They still do not have a number. No, I don't have a better number for you. Detectives decided to explore 2 previous flats that Enriqueta had lived and revealed more evidence. They found human remains in the ceilings and false walls, hiding a 3-year-old child's skull, and basically just found more sadness in those places. So Enriqueta slashed her wrists with a wooden knife in an attempt to commit suicide while awaiting trial in the Reina Amalia jail. Enriqueta's prison mates killed her 15 months after her arrest by lynching her in the prison patio.
Very Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, so she was never tried for her murder/crimes. She was secretly buried in a common grave in Cementerio del Sudoeste, which is located on the mountains of a mountain in Barcelona. It's a hard word. So that is the tale. The morbid and dark tale of the vampire of Barcelona.
That's super fucked up.
Super fucked up. I mean, it's one thing when you're a vampire and you're killing people.
Why was she called a vampire?
Well, because of all the salves and stuff, especially with her focus on curing tuberculosis through the use of children's bodies, which is just the darkest.
It's fucked up too. When she died, again, another tie to the Jeffrey Epstein thing. It doesn't sound like the people who are buying these horrible salves off of her are associated with her get in trouble.
Yeah, right? It's like even more than that, the wealthy elite helped her stay out of jail up until like all of the bodies were found.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't tried originally when they found some suspicious stuff because the wealthy elite were like, yeah, but that's she's like our main squeeze, so nothing has changed, gang. Everything is just as bad.
You better believe it.
You heard it here first. You've observed it here first, folks.
Yeah, that's super. No me gusta cantar.
Super no me gusta. On Monday Morning Macabre.
So thanks. What was his name? RNG.
RNG. Thank you to RNG for the suggestion.
Do you
everyone
think
else
the numbers after RNG were RNG'd?
Whoa. For those who don't know, random number generated. I doubt it.
Would be cool.
It's probably
it's
like,
not
my
a
name's
person.
Ralph.
It's a bot.
Whoa, this bot was like, hey dudes, if you're a bot RNG, up your subscription.
It found this website like Hell Horror. It just like AI learns like
yeah, right.
Scary.
It wrote
equals.
This article. It's like, what do humans dislike? I am RNG.
It sounds
they
like
don't like
a very old AI voice.
I am an AI from the 1970s. I am a man with a silver-painted face.
But I learned to love.
I have learned to love you, Siri.
Learn to love and to kill out of passion. And I'm like, yes, this is an old
like, this
AI.
Is, I love it.
Write that down, baby. Phil, write that down.
Oh, I'm writing, baby. It's a Siri versus Alexa battle of the death.
Thanks for listening, guys. As always, if you guys want to reach out to us, send in your requests. Oh, I was gonna say we have several requests in the request bin.
Ooh,
trying to get to them.
They're little crumped
so
up
thank you to everyone
paper balls next to our desk.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you to everyone who sent in requests so far. Thank you to all the Patreon subscribers. We appreciate it. You let us be goofs and gaffs every week. And shout out to our followers
all
on Twitter at MMMacabrePod. Instagram, Monday Morning Macabre, MondayMorningMacabre.com for merch and Patreon and all that good stuff. Our headquarters for the podcast. See the new Spider-Man. It's good.
And write in who is the painter and who's the prostitute.
Oh, yes. You got to write in who's the painter and who's the prostitute of Monday Morning Macabre. Love to hear it.
We're leaving it up to
you.
We
look forward to
the
it.
listener.
The listener. Guys, have a bellissima Monday. Goodbye.
Bye.